Now, that demand coming from 4 families whose loved ones were killed by hit-and-run drivers.
Yeah, they joined the Suffolk DA today, pushing for a stiffer maximum punishment for those convicted of leaving the scene of a fatal accident. News 12 Long Island's Eileen LaPalmer has that story.
Lindsay Benjamin overwhelmed as she tried to speak about her mother, Karen Benjamin, who was killed by a hit-and-run driver.
She was a really awesome woman. She was
4 Suffolk families who lost their loved ones to hit-and-run drivers stood with District Attorney Tom Spota today to demand stricter penalties for leaving the scene. Current state law sets the maximum sentence at 7 years.
Right now, there is no deterrent at all, none, for people to stay.
I can't believe I'm up here. It'll be 4 years, and I have to still fight for this. This is common sense.
But this is by no means the first time these families have made their public appeal or that lawmakers have introduced bills to try to increase the hit-and-run penalties. As I reported in a 2-part series more than a year ago, several bills have been introduced in the state Senate to increase hit-and-run penalties, but stalled in the state assembly. Today, State Senator John Flanagan says while past efforts failed, he's hopeful for this year.
We're at the beginning of a new 2-year legislative session. We were talking to the families. There will be different people assigned to the Codes Committee in both houses.
Political analyst Michael DeWidziak says it comes down to lobbying power.
The natural inclination of the legislature may be, let's not get involved with what's the judiciary's business.
And pressure is something these families plan to bring.
Why does it stop? Why wouldn't it just keep going? Why wouldn't people say, you know what, the penalty doesn't fit the crime?
We have to put the pressure on the Assembly to change what we have going on here. We have to beg them to put themselves in our shoes.
Well, Senator Flanagan says he plans to introduce the new legislation shortly. The victims' families say they're ready to go to Albany. And Lindsay Benjamin, who you saw in the story there, also has an online petition with more than 4,000 signatures on it already. Stone?
All right.